For watching this video, I want to welcome you to my
Whereabout are you based?
Facebook and Instagram live video,
Liverpool.
where I want to talk about why you should.
Because the friend that connected me to you.
I want to talk about
is based
something
in
called
Sheffield.
Speedy Execution.
I was
Something just.
thinking that
Can you hear me, please? I want to know if you guys are hearing me.
Nelson. Yeah, he's from Egypt.
Can you hear me? Yeah, let me know if you're hearing me. It's kind of noisy where I am, but I really,
most of the time,
I really need
people
to
don't
do this
like to
video
disclose
as
their
the
real
inspiration
name
comes.
so that they don't actually get.
Okay, let's wait for more people
So it
to
just
join.
becomes a secret that
Let's wait for more
not
people to join the
everybody's just
video.
working, doing their work for them. You understand? So
Let's wait for
most
more
of the
people
time.
to join the video. Okay, good. So you can hear
Yes.
me. So something just
Yes.
happened right now, which is why I want to do this video. There is something called speedy
Yes.
execution, and there is a need why you must. Why, as an idea person, I always encourage that people should
Because
execute
basically,
speedily.
I did a little research on it.
Can you hear me?
I did a little research on it.
Yeah, sorry for that noise. Okay, so good. So something just happened right now, which is why I decided to do this video. Now, has this ever happened to you, whereby you have an idea, and you go out and you see someone else executing almost that same very idea? I want to know if this has happened to you before. Has it happened to you before? You have an idea. You're still planning how you intend to execute that idea. You're still writing it on paper. You're still doing all the small planning, and you go out and you see someone else already executing that similar idea almost exactly. So something just happened right now. There is an idea I've been working on for some time. God gave me that idea some few years back, and I've been planning that next year I've been planning that next year I won't open betting shop, but I saw people taking all the sites. Okay, so now I've been planning that by next year I'm going to start it. Now guess what? Now I just went outside now and I saw someone exactly executing. So the person already opened the business. The business is already running. The business already has about 500,000 users. I think just exactly the same idea I had. And the truth is, I even had this idea while I was still in Nigeria. Now, guess what? Now, if I had not gone online to do some research about the company, I would have said, okay, probably I told someone about it on WhatsApp and they stole the idea. But guess what? The business has been existing since 2014. So you see, sometimes when God puts an idea in your head, now there is something called speedy execution. Don't sit down and plan for too much. When God puts an idea in your head, go immediately and start with that idea. I've also met a couple of persons that see me doing what I'm doing, and they say, I won't do this thing, but since you don't already do them. Now what happens now? My friend used to tell me that when God drops an idea into my head, he has dropped that same idea into 1 million other persons all over the world. But whoever runs with this idea becomes the owner of that idea. Whoever becomes the first person to start the idea becomes the owner of that idea. So a couple of times we sit down and God gives us an idea. It comes like a bomb, and we start sitting down to plan too much. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan, but you shouldn't spend all your time planning. You shouldn't spend all your time planning. Now, once that idea hits you, the first thing that you should do is start executing it. Start with those small things. Now, another thing again I want to say is that, okay, so because I saw now that someone has started this idea already, I already had, and the person even started since 2014, and God gave me this idea in 2016. Okay, sorry, I'm not even talking about land right now, Mr. Chidi Kelvin. I'm talking about speedy execution and why I encourage speedy execution. Now, all my life, I have always been known for, I leap and I grow my wings. Like, I am on the 5th floor of this building right now. This is naturally me, how I think. I'm on the 5th floor of this building right now. I don't have wings, but I will jump down and I will grow wings as I'm going down. So you see that if God gives you an idea, look for those basic things. You can never be 100% ready. You can never be 100% ready. Look for those basic things that you need to execute that idea and execute the idea. Never say you want to be 100% ready, because you will never be 100% ready. And another thing again I want you to understand is that because you have seen someone else doing this business, because you have seen someone else doing that idea that God gave you, it does not mean that you shouldn't also start yours. Some persons, when I saw that someone else has already been doing this business, which I was thinking it is only me that God gave this idea in my room in Nigeria, now I became kind of discouraged. I was like, hi, so someone else going to do this thing. Now I was saying, so if I start this idea now, so I will come the second person. But I remembered something, that someone else started a social media application called MySpace. In short, the company was so big when Facebook started, but that company does not exist today. Today, Facebook is number one. For those of you that are watching me on Instagram, you already know that the Instagram space has become the business hub of young entrepreneurs like myself and other Nigerians. Now, you will agree with me that if you come on Instagram, you see there are so many persons selling hair and hair extension and other things. Now, don't be discouraged and say you don't want to start this business because people are already doing it. You can go in there and dominate that space. Remember, there was MySpace before Facebook. Before Facebook was launched, MySpace existed. Facebook came and took its own customers and started. So today Facebook is number one. MySpace is no longer there. Now, if you're someone that study trends, because I study trends a lot now, you will see that attention is beginning to leave Facebook to Instagram. You will see that attention is slowly beginning to leave Facebook to Instagram. So all you need to know is that now there will always, the truth is, even Mark Zuckerberg himself has acknowledged it, that there will come a day when Facebook will no longer exist. Jeff Bezos is the number one richest man in the world. He took over from Bill Gates. Now he has said that there will come a day when Amazon will not exist. You see, these people are already billionaires. These people, their company is number one. They have the most competent staff. They have great business ideas. Imagine them acknowledging that there will come a day when their company will not exist. Why? Because the world is changing. So if someone else is already selling here, don't say because someone else is already selling here, you're not going to sell here. Don't say because someone else is already selling wares on Instagram, you're not going to sell. When I came to Instagram, there were already lots of persons. In fact, if you have been following me, my book, How Bitcoin Changed My Life, I got the inspiration from that book from a guy that published a mock copy of his book. The guy published the mock copy. When I mean mock copy, is that someone has not finished writing a book. He designs he designs the book cover and put out there and start promoting the book cover. So when I saw that guy post that, it inspired me to go back and finish this my book I was writing. It also inspired me to know how to arrange the front cover, to know how to package the title of my book. And today I have sold over 3,000 copies of that book. But this guy that I saw this guy that I got this idea from his page, he has not published the book. This is 1 year plus now. So you see that it is not about who has this idea. It is not about who has the idea. It's about who executes it. You understand? It is not about who has the idea. So there's something called speedy execution. If you're watching this video now and you have plans to start an internet business, all I want you to do is go and get it started. Never wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. Okay, someone is saying capital is what someone on Instagram is saying capital is what is holding me down. Well, you don't, in today's world, I think capital is only 10% of why you have not started. Do you know I have people that have started promoting products they don't have on Instagram, and they are making money from it. So if you're watching this video right now, what I want you to know is that because someone else is already running this business, that you felt it was just only you that God gave the idea, that is not enough reason that you shouldn't start yours. I was so shocked a few minutes ago. I was so shocked when I saw that someone already started an idea, or a company. I had the idea in Nigeria as far back as 2016. Imagine the person already started in 2014. Kelechi, my friend, will always tell me that at every time that God is putting one idea in your head, He's putting it in 10 million other persons. But the person that runs with it and persists becomes the original owner of that idea. So you can start that idea that you have. Because someone else is running it doesn't mean that you shouldn't start it. So if you're watching this live video now, I just decided that I'm going to sit down here and do this video sharply before I forget, because I have a couple of ideas on my head. Sometimes if I say let me do this video later, I'm going to forget. So I believe I must have ministered to someone. So whatever idea it is that God has put in your head, God has put it there for you to start it. The world is big. The world is very, very big. The market is big. So go and start your own idea. So I want to thank you so much for all of you that are watching this video. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening.